Want to destroy your opponent straight from move 1? Here are 10 of the most aggressive chess openings that bring fire to the board. Let's dive in. The King's Gambit is one of the most aggressive chess openings. It starts with the moves pawn to e4, pawn to e5, and then pawn to f4. You sacrifice your pawn to open up the f-file. This leads to extremely sharp positions that are often dangerous for both sides. Vienna Gambit starts with e4 f5, knight c3, knight f6, pawn to f4. You quickly challenge the center and prepare a fast kingside attack. It's a tricky line that can catch your opponent off guard early. Hey, I'll play one rapid game for every sub and one bullet for every like. So go ahead, make me suffer. The Latvian Gambit starts with a4, e5, knight f3, f5, an aggressive move by black to immediately fight for the center. It weakens black's king position, but can lead to sharp, tactical battles. It's risky, but if your opponent isn't ready, it can pay off big. The Latvian Gambit starts with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, knight f6, and then white shocks with knight takes a5, sacrificing a knight early. This gambit gives up material in exchange for rapid development and a fierce attack. It leads to wild, aggressive positions that can overwhelm unprepared opponents. The Danish Gambit starts with e4, e5, d4. Black captures on d4. Then white plays pawn to c3, and black captures again. White sacrifices 2 pawns to gain fast development and strong central pressure. This opening leads to aggressive and tactical positions. The Scotch Gambit starts with pawn to a4, pawn to e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, pawn to d4. Black captures on d4, then bishop to c4. White gives up a pawn to gain activity, fast development, and early pressure on the opponent. The Scandinavian Defense, it starts with e4, d5. Black immediately strikes at the center, offering a pawn to disrupt white's plans and force an early confrontation. It's bold, direct, and demands accurate play from both sides. Evans' Gambit, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, and then b4. White sacrifices a pawn on the queen side to accelerate development and seize the initiative. Fast, aggressive, and full of tactical fire. Fried liver attack, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6, knight g5. Black plays pawn d5, pawn takes, then knight takes on f7. White sacrifices a knight for a lightning-fast attack on the king. It's sharp, it's risky, and it punishes the unprepared. Queen's Gambit, pawn d4, pawn d5, pawn c4. White offers a pawn to gain control of the center and accelerate development. A classic strategic opening with long-term pressure. That was the 10 most aggressive chess openings. Subscribe if you enjoyed it and drop a comment if you want more. Cheers!